Your son don't love you. And nigga, just for talking about my mama, I would slap the out that nigga just because he share the same blood as you, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Man, at the end of the day, I don't play by my mama. I don't play by my mama. I'm just trying to raise, nigga. I wasn't raised by y'all father. Nigga, my dad is TIP, nigga. Temp. I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your dad's mama dig her ass up and post a picture.
A 21-year-old just made one of the most dangerous moves in hip-hop history. Not a diss track, not a music video, a live Instagram rant, where he went after a man who survived 9 bullets, built a television empire, and has destroyed careers for sport. And the worst part? He brought up that man's dead mother. This is the story of how a simple Verzuz disagreement turned into one of the most personal feuds rap has seen in years. And why, for one young man, the real consequences might just be starting. To understand what's happening right now, you need to go back to 2007. T.I., the self-proclaimed king of the South, was arrested in a federal weapons sting. The charges were serious. Each count carried the kind of prison time that ends careers. But when sentencing came in 2009, he received just 1 year and 1 day. In hip-hop, that sentence raised eyebrows. 50 Cent didn't need to say much, a few lyrics, a few carefully placed comments in interviews. The implication spread on its own. In rap culture, you don't always need to make the accusation directly. You just plant the seed and let the audience water it. T.I. has always denied it. He has said his court testimony was about seeking justice for his close friend Philip Johnson, who was killed in 2006. He served his time, completed over 1,000 hours of community service, and traveled across the country speaking to youth. But in this industry, explanations rarely travel as far as allegations. The tension went quiet after that. Both men moved on publicly, but that kind of wound doesn't fully heal. It just goes underground, and it waited there for nearly 2 decades. Fast forward to early 2026. I appeared on a live podcast and brought the idea of a Verzuz battle back to the surface. But this time, he said it wasn't just a fantasy. He claimed there had been actual conversations with 50 while both men were in Los Angeles working on separate television projects. According to T.I., the plan was simple. He would go public with the idea, and 50 would confirm it. They would build the hype together. But when T.I. made the announcement, 50 went silent. No confirmation, no excitement, just nothing. And for T.I., that silence wasn't neutral. It felt like disrespect. He said publicly that he had lost respect for 50. And in hip-hop, respect isn't just a word. It's the foundation everything else is built on. From 50's side, the logic was different. By 2026, he had already moved far beyond needing a Verzuz stage to prove his catalog. He was producing hit television like Power, expanding into film, moving into Broadway. A battle of hits format was beneath where he saw himself. So instead of debating, he shifted tactics. He posted a clip of T.I. in an old Crime Stoppers ad tied to the 2007 case, then courtroom footage. No long explanation, just visuals, just suggestion. The kind of move that doesn't need words because everybody already knows what it means. T.I. fired back. He accused 50 of having his own paperwork from the early 2000s. He told him to either step up or stay quiet. At this point, it was still a fair fight. 2 grown men, 2 long careers, old wounds reopened but contained. Then 50 made a decision that changed everything. Instead of responding to T.I. directly, 50 Cent posted an unflattering photo of Tiny Harris on Instagram, T.I.'s wife, with a caption telling T.I. to keep his name out of 50's mouth. Now, some people saw this as typical 50's trolling, but Tiny Harris isn't a random target. She was a member of Xscape in the 1990s. She co-wrote TLC's Grammy-winning No Scrubs. She built her own career long before T.I. became the king of anything. Her name has its own legacy in Atlanta music history. When 50 posted that photo, he wasn't just mocking T.I., he was pulling a woman into a conflict she never started. And in hip-hop, when you bring someone's family into the fight, the rules change completely. T.I. responded in the comments. Sharp, direct, but still within the bounds of 2 men going back and forth. The problem was, someone else was watching. Before we talk about what King did, you need to understand who King Harris is, because his reaction didn't come out of nowhere. King is T.I. and Tiny's 21-year-old son, and over the past few years, he's made headlines for all the wrong reasons. In 2022, he went live on Instagram during a Waffle House dispute and threatened employees on camera. The clip went viral. The word entitled followed him for months. In 2023, at an Atlanta Falcons game inside a private suite, he got into a heated argument with his own parents, live on camera, claiming he didn't grow up privileged. T.I. had to physically step in to stop the escalation. The clip spread everywhere. In 2024, body camera footage surfaced of King being pulled over in Georgia after nearly hitting a patrol car. Officers found a firearm on his hip and an outstanding warrant for missing a court date tied to previous charges including a DUI and driving with a suspended license. He was arrested. King has spoken openly about not wanting to be known as just a celebrity kid. He has compared himself and his father to Ghost and Tariq from Power, a son trying to build his own identity outside his father's shadow. That internal struggle is real and understandable, but it has also made him unpredictable in moments where discipline matters most. When King saw that photo of his mother on 50's page, he didn't call his father. He didn't wait. He grabbed his phone and went live, and instead of simply defending his mom, which most people would understand, he went somewhere nobody expected. He brought up 50 Cent's late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who was murdered in 1983 when 50 was only 8 years old. That loss is not a small detail in 50's life. It has shaped his entire identity. He has talked about it in music, in interviews, in documentaries. Losing his mother that young is part of what hardened him, part of what built him. King knew that. He still went there. He told 50 to post a picture of his own mother. He shared images referencing her grave. The internet exploded. One side said he was defending his mom, and that's a line you don't cross with any man's family. The other side said what King did was one of the lowest moves possible in hip-hop culture, that you don't go after someone's deceased parent, ever, regardless of what they did first. And 50's response? He posted a meme, a cartoon frog, and typed LOL. That calm reaction wasn't weakness. It was control. When one person is furious and the other is laughing, the public usually decides who looks in charge. And 50 has played this game long enough to know exactly what he was doing. Here's what makes this situation different from a standard rap beef. In November 2024, King Harris became a father. He welcomed a son. He released a song about growth and responsibility. T.I. publicly said he was proud. For a moment, it looked like King was turning a corner. That's what makes the timing of this so heavy. Because every public outburst, every viral clip, every arrest, it doesn't just affect King's image anymore. It affects his son's future too. 50 Cent is a veteran who survived being shot 9 times and spent the next 2 decades turning enemies into content. He knows when to escalate and when to go quiet. He has outlasted Ja Rule, clashed with Rick Ross, and come out on top of almost every public battle he has entered. King doesn't have that experience yet. He has passion, he has loyalty. But loyalty without discipline in this industry is a liability, not an asset. The gap between them isn't just age, it's control. And right now, 50 isn't angry. He's watching. That's the part that should worry people the most. What started as a Verzuz disagreement between 2 rap legends turned into something far more personal and far more dangerous for the youngest person involved. 50 provoked. T.I. responded with music and strategy. But King responded with raw emotion and went to a place that most people agree should have been left alone. Beef in hip-hop fades, memes get forgotten, social media moves on, but patterns don't disappear. And when you're a 21-year-old father with legal history already attached to your name, the margin for mistakes becomes very small. King still has time to change the story. The question is whether this moment becomes a lesson, or just the latest entry in a pattern that keeps getting harder to explain away.